Hi, I'm Fred.
And I'm Sarah, aka the Paris Quiz Mistress.
We're two friends addicted to trivia, and we're
Rewatching.
Alias.
But this is not an Alias podcast. Every episode, we play general knowledge trivia on a theme.
5 quiz questions for you to play along.
And the iconic early 2000s spy thriller show starring Jennifer Garner
Doesn't really matter.
because this is
Not an Alias podcast.
All right, so Fred, can you give me your 60-second plot summary of the iconic Alias pilot, Truth Be Told?
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
Do it.
So, Sydney Bristow, she's studying in college, and she gets engaged to Danny Hecht, and she works at a bank, but it's not a bank. It's a secret agent agency. It's like a super secret called SD6, and she works with that guy, and they go to China to retrieve a device. That's a mysterious device from a guy who's dead in Berlin. They go to China, and then when she comes back, she tells Danny that she's works for the CIA, SD6, and then they hear about that while she's traveling for work, and they kill him. Which is like so dramatic.
10
And
seconds.
Then, okay, and then she's like, "Oh no, they kill him. She wants to leave." And her dad is like, "I'm also for SD6. They want to kill you." And then she's like, yeah. Then she goes back to China to get a thing. And then she goes for the real CIA because she's done for this real. She worked for the real CIA now as a double agent. And her dad is like, "I'm a double agent too." And she's like, "I hate you, Dad."
Good.
Thank you.
Wasn't quite 60 seconds, but
Yeah.
it was, I think it was like an hour and a half pilot. So whereas the
yeah.
regular, it was maybe over
An hour, 5 minutes, something like that. Yeah.
well, yeah, of actual screen time. But I'm thinking, this aired in 2001, so
Yeah.
commercials.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Etc. All right, great. That was more or less what happened. Would you like to guess the topic of the quiz that I prepared for you based on this episode, or not really?
Yeah. I mean, we don't care about aliens. Not really.
No, we don't care.
So I was thinking, obviously, there's a lot of traveling involved in Alias. So maybe something about geography. It's a China-heavy episode, so maybe something about China.
Is it not Taiwan?
Is Taiwan?
I don't know. We're gonna get in trouble.
Oh God! I thought it was.
Well.
Okay, let's
Move away, backing slowly away
from geopolitics. And I think about fashion, like the red hair and everything, like maybe inspired something
iconic,
and or I don't know, even whatever she's studying in that college.
Okay, interesting thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
But I really wanted to go for a quiz topic that had really little to nothing to do with anything true to our format. So I picked a very specific moment. Do you remember when Sydney and Will are at the track and Will is complaining about a blind date that his sister set him up on, establishing the sister? Important.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Amy.
Amy. He was complaining that the date didn't go well. Do you remember why?
She didn't like. No, her favorite movie is Pretty Woman.
Yes.
Is that what happened? Yes.
So I have decided to write you a quiz about romantic comedies.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm down for it.
Ready?
Uh-huh.
All right, here is your rom-com quiz, Fred. First question, what is the game that Rachel plays with Nick's mom at the end of Crazy Rich Asians?
Okay, so I have not watched the entire movie, which, I mean, looks good. So a game, Asian game they keep playing. Moms would play it. I would guess Mahjong.
That was a very good guess. Correct answer.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Starting off strong. Next question.
Mm-hmm.
When Estelle Reiner died at the age of 94 in 2008,
Yeah.
the New York Times called her the woman, quote, who delivered one of the most memorably funny lines in movie history.
Okay.
What was that line?
So it's in the rom-com.
It's the category is rom-com.
Rom-com. So I have Estelle Reiner. If I'm not mistaken, she is the mother of Rob Reiner, who's the director of, among others, When Harry Met Sally.
Very good.
And I think she's the woman in the diner who says, "I'll have what she's having."
Correct.
Yay.
Very well puzzled. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Next question.
Let's go.
What phrase was popularized by Roger Ebert and other movie critics in their descriptions of that key rom-com moment when the potential romantic partners first encounter each other? This is a typically awkward or embarrassing moment that highlights their different personalities or values and sets up their challenge of falling in love.
Oh, so I have an idea, but then if you say it's awkward and showing different values, so the first time they meet.
The first time, yeah, the potential romantic partners encounter.
I would say I don't really have another idea than that. But is it the meet cute?
It is the meet cute.
It's the meet cute.
It's the meet cute.
It's
Yeah.
also seen as something like, I mean, I guess it can be awkward to meet cute. Yeah. The first, like, settling what's working and what's not working between the two people. Oh, yeah. It's come from movie critics. Okay.
Yep.
I didn't know that. The meet cute.
The meet cute. Next question.
Mm-hmm.
What 2002 film with the tagline, "Love is here to stay, and so is her family," is the highest grossing romantic comedy of all time?
Love is here to stay, and so is her family. So the family moves in the couple's house?
Maybe.
2002, maybe.
So yeah, highest grossing romantic comedy of all time. What do we think?
Of all time. Oh, I missed that part.
I mean, romantic comedy is a debatable distinction, but I've checked multiple sources on this one.
Love is here to stay.
Love is here to stay. So is her family.
2002. American.
I'm not giving hints.
Oh, okay.
But yes.
And 2002. What happened in 2002? Who was doing what? Animation? Oh, yeah.
It's not an animation, no.
Not animation. There's the Greek wedding thing, but no, that doesn't. I'm like, I don't think I know. I think I'm.
What was that?
Is it my big fat Greek wedding?
It is.
Oh.
Why do you doubt yourself?
I don't know. It's just that's from my therapist. But oh yeah, I haven't really watched that either, so I don't know the plot. But I assumed it was about a wedding, and so why would they move in during the wedding?
They didn't move in. It's just she has a big family,
yeah.
And
they're here.
They're kind of part of the deal.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a great movie.
Oh, okay.
Recommend.
It's on my list somewhere.
Do you want to guess how much it made? Box office wise?
I'd say 250.
Very close. 241.
Whoa.
Good job.
Thank you.
Do you want to take a stab at the second and third highest grossing romantic comedies? They're not easy to guess.
Wait. Can you give me a year?
Number 2, I don't know the year. It's like late 90s, early 2000s. Mel Gibson.
Oh, is it What Women Want?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pilot trash movie.
Right? That's
Terrible.
So weird. Isn't it like he gets struck by lightning and then reads women's thoughts?
Yeah.
And what they want is him? Is that the plot?
No. They just want like
shoes?
Things that they're already articulating, but nobody's listening to them until a man says it.
It's like, what?
And then the number 3.
Mm-hmm. Is it more recent? Is it?
I've never seen this. It's a little more recent, probably like late noughties. Will Smith.
Hitch?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So your last question is actually a speed round.
Okay.
I'm going to name some romantic comedies. And you are going to name the work of classic literature that inspired each.
Ooh, okay.
So this is just very good trivia. Like have it in your pocket at all times. Comes up again and again. So your first romantic comedy, Clueless.
Emma by Bronte.
No, Jane Austen.
Jane Austen? Oh,
yeah.
Good.
One of those
Close
ladies.
enough. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but I'll read it. I'll read it.
Trivia brain. Yes, Clueless, based on Emma by Jane Austen. Next, She's All That. Rachel Lee Cook, Freddie Prinze Jr., perhaps.
Romeo and Juliet.
No. No. You want a hint?
Yeah, hint me.
Also, My Fair Lady is based on this. It's like a classic makeover type.
Makeover?
Yeah, it's like, oh, we thought she was ugly, but she was just wearing glasses.
Is The Princess Diaries a book?
The Princess Diaries is a book, but it's called The Princess Diaries.
Yeah.
And not a rom-com. I would say not a rom-com.
Okay.
Pygmalion by George Bernard Shaw.
Oh yeah, no.
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 Yeah, several.
Okay.
It's,
I see this sort of
grand inspiration. Next, we have 10 Things I Hate About You.
I didn't know they were all inspired by things. Is it like a Shakespeare thing? Or could it be As I Like It? No. As You Like It?
No.
Is that the title? As I Like It. The remix.
So egocentric.
Yeah. The Taming of the Shrew?
Correct.
Hey, there you go.
Where'd that come from?
I don't know. I'm never sure where things come from, but yeah.
Very good. I also think Pygmalion by Shaw was based on Taming of the Shrew.
Okay.
And Pygmalion, I guess, is like an old mythological type. I don't really know a lot about any of these things, which is exactly why I do trivia.
Exactly.
But yeah, there's some sort of connection there. Last one? Last one. Here we go. Bridget Jones's Diary. Bridget Jones's Diary based on what classic literary work?
Well, I read that book a while ago.
Oh, yeah. So it was based on an actual book called Bridget Jones's Diary.
Yeah, but that
is...
Is it also... Oh, it's Pride and Prejudice.
Correct.
Because Colin Firth is called Darcy.
Yeah, it's very like text. Yeah.
Okay. I rewatched a few minutes of that movie recently. And I was like, oh, it's literally called Darcy. Doesn't he play Darcy in another Pride and Prejudice movie?
I don't know.
Colin Firth?
Quite possibly.
Quite possibly. Okay.
Good job on your rom-com quiz, Fred.
Thank you, George Bernard Shaw. Maybe I'll check it out.
Nah. I mean, or do. So now this is the point in the show where everyone who doesn't care about us talking about Alias can go ahead and tune out. The trivia is over. We are going to spend a couple minutes digging into our favorite moments and things from the pilot, truth be told. Fred, what are your highlights?
So the thing is, it's really like the very first taste of Alias. And it's so energetic. Like it's like high octane action. And also it's not too heavy somehow. Like I like the mix between the fact that Sydney Bristow, which is a great character, I think. I really like Jennifer Garner. She's like a character that's like very competent, very involved in everything she does, but the things that happen in the show are kind of like, I mean, sure, people die, but it's kind of like, who hasn't lost a future husband? It's like who hasn't mourned for the rest of their life, the possibility of their life.
It's like, It has hard moments, but it also has light moments.
Yeah.
Stressful moment. Yeah, I would say high octane, but watchable. I don't know. Like it's not 24.
No.
Like it's kind of the anti 24 because it's around the same time these shows. Yeah.
The highlights for sure. The costumes, the wigs.
Yeah.
All the disguise. I mean, they seem to be leading heavily into like everything they can find, like hair colors and like different garbs, and I don't know. They dress her in like sexy dresses, then like very like the super black.
Like a cat suit kind of.
Like the cat suit aesthetic.
Yeah.
And then like in college, is like the most like mundane 2000s person just study,
like button down jeans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's really fun.
I mean, obviously the iconic look in this episode is the red hair.
Oh yeah, Amy.
When I ask people, like, I'm like, you know Alias? They're like, oh yeah, the show where like Jennifer Garner has red hair, and she literally only does in this one episode. But like that is the look. That is what people.
That is the first image of her too.
Yeah,
like, you see her red hair, all dressed in black.
Yeah,
already in Hong Kong.
Maybe actually, which is also not China.
Back up.
Backing it up. I love the red, like when she goes rogue, the mall punk look with like the studded belt and like the Union Jack like tank top.
Yes.
The idea of like sort of hiding in plain sight, like drawing attention to yourself to draw attention away from yourself, kind of thing.
This is not Spice Girls.
It was kind of, it was a little bit after.
It's a little bit after Spice Girls.
I mean, it was peak Hot Topic for me, so that was that.
Studded belts and spikes everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Fake tattoos.
I don't know. She had a fake beauty mark.
Oh yeah,
which was important. I had a favorite quote.
Yeah,
just the incredible like Victor Garber, Jack Bristow character establishment. When Danny calls him to like ask his permission to propose to Sydney, and he said it's kind of like when your neighbors say, I hope you don't mind, we're having a loud party on Saturday night. And what they really mean is we're having a loud party on Saturday night.
That was a very cool intro.
Yeah, just like all time, just you're like, okay, you know who this guy is.
Exactly. Hard ass, no nonsense. I mean, full of quips.
Yeah.
And a terrible dad, apparently.
Anyways, that was the first episode.
Yes, not an Alias podcast.
Not an Alias podcast.
No.
Not even a little bit.
We wouldn't do that.
Wouldn't do that to you. Thanks for listening to Not an Alias podcast, produced by Celia Brondeau with original music by Mad98.
If you love what we do, leave us a tip. The link to the tip jar is in the description.
And you can follow all things trivia at Paris Quiz Mistress.
And all things Fred at Fred Me Up.
Until next time.
Stay nerdy and keep quizzing.